Hey everyone, I'm Sanya. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good. So, as I shared in my last video that we recently moved to Canada, one of the most important things that we had to do after coming here was to look for an apartment. And I wanted to share this house hunting journey with all of you. So, one of our friends put us in touch with a realtor who showed us a lot of houses, and I was able to record a few house tours while we were looking, just to give you all an idea of what's available if you're looking to rent an apartment in the area. And one of the things that I found to be different from India and Mexico was that if you like a house or an apartment, you, after seeing it, you place an offer and wait to hear back if your offer was accepted by the owner or not, which was a little different for me. And another thing to keep in mind is that it is very important to have a credit score. And in case you don't, like we did not because we were new to the country, be prepared to pay a much higher security deposit than what's expected. Alright, so enough of all of this. Now let's go and see a few houses that we were looking at. So the first house that we went to see was quite apt in its location. It was a fully furnished apartment, which we weren't looking for, but we didn't mind that either. The only thing that I did not like about this house was the kitchen space. It was too small. I was in fact looking for something more spacious. The second apartment that we saw was a really pretty one. I loved how spacious it was despite all the furniture in it. Although this house was listed as an unfurnished unit, but I really liked how spacious it was, and it had enough sunlight coming into the rooms. So the next two houses that we saw were located in this newly constructed building. They were still giving it the finishing touches. Now in these houses, the space was a little limited. As you can see, the kitchen space was too small. It was hardly a kitchen, more like a kitchenette. And the closet space was also quite limited. And another thing that I found was that the walk score of these houses was really low, which means that there weren't any grocery stores or convenience stores within walking distance, and you needed a car for most chores. So these obviously weren't good options for us.
Turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go. You can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go.
So this particular apartment was also a newly constructed one, but had a bit of a strange layout. It had a very small kitchen, hardly any working space, and there wasn't any living space at all. I mean, there was a little bit of space next to the kitchen, which could possibly be the dining space, but no living space at all. And it also had a very tiny closet. And strangely, the bathroom had a lot of space, which had absolutely no use.
Yeah.
So this is the last of the lot that I could record, and this house was still better in terms of the living space, although the kitchen was still very tiny. It again had no working space at all, but I would have still considered this apartment. Although it had a small kitchen, it still had a considerable living space and space to move around and keep our things. But we wanted to see more houses before we settled on one, so eventually we did not end up getting this one either.
No.
House hunting is a difficult process no matter which city or country you live in. By the end of it, both of us were also quite exhausted. As you can see, we're discussing and evaluating our options and going over the listings once more just to see if we have missed out on something important. And it was definitely a very tiring process because this was the first time that we had seen so many options and not really liked any one. But thank you so much for sticking around till this point in the video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and got a glimpse of the kind of houses that are available around here. And if you did enjoy, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.